Hi everyone and welcome. It's Marcie Besecker here. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up and tonight is bingo night. Hello and welcome everybody. How are you? I am signing on to my bingo. Have a commercial, of course. Hi Laura, Becky, Kathy, Nancy Lee, Olivia, Dana, Eileen. I'm trying to kind of read as I go. Kathy, you're going to be fine. I'll explain it. Kathy, hello. Laura, I have one too many numbers for bingo, so I dropped off the last. Okay, I'll look at that. I'm skipping ads here. Now I got to make sure I am on live chat. All right. So I'm trying, it says top chat. So let me just make sure. Live chat. Here we go. All right. So I will check your numbers. Whew, busy day. Bingo is always a busy day, but I will tell you good and bad news. Your bingos went out today. Your packets are gone. The bad news is I should have thought about it and I should do it the day after. And I've said this before. I don't know why I didn't do it. In case there's a mistake, I can fix it for you, but we'll fix it. Chloe, I'm glad you're watching. Welcome. Yay. Debbie got in here at the last minute. Joan, Tony, Debbie, Carolyn, Jan. Okay, everybody, how are you? Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, extra numbers. Who had extra numbers? Let me look here. One, two, three. Oh, yes. Okay, Laura, we're taking off number 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. You know, I glanced through them just to make sure that there's nothing over 30. And apparently, I did not check to see that somebody put 6 numbers. So, okay, I gotcha. We are set with that. Welcome, everybody. I love bingo night. You guys know I love bingo night. I have so much fun with you guys, and I'm super excited about the projects. I'm working on my tulip class. I decided to display it in the back, even though it's a little blurry. You can see it there. Sign-ups are going up like crazy. I believe I should have double-checked. I think let me see if it's written on here. I believe it's the 5th. Yes, February 5th is the end of the registration for the bingo, flowering tulips, because I want to get the kits out to you, and so that you have them in your hand when we play bingo. I keep saying bingo. Bingo is on my mind right now. When we do our class, that way you have everything there, because we're going to be just like this right here, except it's a private link. So it will be only for those who purchase the class, but it's going to be me and you. It's a Saturday. We're going to have a lot of fun. We have a lot of people right now, so it's going to be a blast. We're going to have a really good time. I'm going to be doing some raffles, and we'll just have some fun. Let's see. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Hi, Steph. Hi, Nola. Welcome. Okay, so that's being said, if you want to register for the tulip class, it's just like registering for bingo. Go into my events. You can register. There's a link below. You can go there and register. One of the new things I mentioned, and I need to update my flyer here, but the skin tone Stampin' blends are going to be available in February. If you purchase the Stampin' blends from me, these skin tone ones, I will create your stickers for these markers. So I've already put out the PDF for everything, that you can create them on your own if you'd like. But if you want to purchase these from me, the skin tone ones, I will do your circle labels for your skin tone with the adhesive and everything and send them to you. So keep that in mind. Oh, Gloria, I'm sorry you're sick. I hope you feel better soon. No, Clarette, we're just starting. I'm just kind of going over things. Yay, Laura, I'm excited. Hi, Diane. Yes, Diane, I've got that. That's not a problem. I have you signed up, and just you're going to pay on the 3rd, and I've got that written down, and that's fine. As long as you let me know, I can count you in and get your kit created. And Kathy, it is on my blog post from Sunday, so it's on there. Okay, so that is that, and that's really all my announcements that I have, except a very important one, and February bingo is already up and ready. So when you guys are ready, if you could go on and get yourself registered. If you can't pay until a later date, that's fine. Just let me know, and then I'll contact you closer to the date. If you go and register and you don't let me know, then I'm thinking that you're not quite sure where the link is or how to pay. And so just drop me a note in the note section that just says, I'll pay it, at the beginning of February or on the 5th or the 6th or whatever. It's not until the 15th. So as long as I have you listed, you'll get a kit created, or when I start creating them, I'll let you know, and then I just make sure we're still on the same page. I don't want to make a bunch of extra kits. So what I like to do is create the kits 5 days-ish before. I was doing your thank you cards yesterday. I don't know why I get so crazy with them, but I'm loving it. So for those of you that did not participate in bingo or want a sneak peek, if you don't get your package by then, it will be Sunday's video. It's a fun card. So that'll be Sunday. Hello, Lisa. How are you? So I want to explain a little bit about bingo and how it works. So I know we have some new people tonight. So what's going to happen is I'm going to create a card. And while I'm creating this card, you're going to watch and have fun and chat and visit. The video will stay on my channel. Okay. Once the video is over, I will timestamp where the cards start. So we'll start number 1. I'll put the time on it after the video is over. When you get your package, you can come back here and this video will be here for you whenever you feel like creating your cards. Okay, so you can just click on it'll say like number 1, 12 minutes or whatever. Click on it. You can start creating your card. It's just me creating, and you can stop it and pause it and do whatever you want to create your card. After we create the first card, we'll go to number 1 bingo. The bingo prizes are $100 for the first winner and a consolation for those after that if there's more than one. Okay, then what's going to happen is we will create the second card, and then so on. We'll go back and forth between cards and bingo. There will be 4 cards, 4 projects, 4 bingos. If you win, you will get $100 shopping with me. You're going to send me your order. It's wise to do $150. Obviously, I would love it because I'm a demonstrator and this is my job. But you also get it as a party. So you can get some host gifts. You can get your Stampin' Rewards money and use that for your host. All that kind of stuff. So it just creates a party for you. And then you'll get 3 celebration items. So don't forget to give me your celebration items also, please. I like if you give me the number because that way and the name, that way I know that it's not a mistake because I will go with the writing, not the number. So if you put tulip, flowering tulip, that's what I'm going to order. If your number's wrong, I'm thinking it's a typo or something and I'm going to order what you wrote in text. But I like that confirmation. Hello, hello. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? That's fine, Diane. Sign up for it and just put it in the notes on the 3rd, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, so let's see. So how you play bingo. When I call your first number, you're going to have your B ready in the chat, ready to go. And then when I call your number, hit enter. Okay, so the B will come up in the chat. And then same thing with your second number, your third number, your fourth number. When you're waiting for your 5th number, have bingo typed in, ready to go, because the first person gets the $100 shopping. And it's the first person that I see. Sometimes people's time lapse is a little bit different make sure you grab your bar on the bottom all the way over to where it's current. Make sure your chat is in live chat, not top chat, but live chat. And just make sure you're always kind of right there. If something happens with the video, I will come back on. I will stop where I'm at and come back on and finish the bingo. So don't worry about that. I also have it recording, so we'll get it fixed if there's any issues. So are there any questions on how to play bingo? I want to make sure everybody understands. Ooh, I'm excited. Now, when you get your projects, there will be it'll say project 1 on it. So make sure you pull out project 1 when I write down project 1. Hi, Tisha, welcome. So we're playing bingo tonight. And I just explained how it works. So if you need to know next time, just rewind. You'll see at the beginning. All right. So is everybody ready for our first project? It seems like we don't have any questions. Good luck, everybody. And make sure you're quick on the trigger. And let's get started. So like I said, February bingo is up and ready to go. And I just realized that this is not how your package is going to be. I pulled this before I fixed it. So let me show you. You're going to open your card. And we are going to have, this is our card that we're creating right here. Isn't that pretty? So what I did is I did emboss this. I notice it's not embossed here, but I'm going to save some time because we're dealing with white ink, okay? So this is what we're going to be doing, and this is what you're getting. So let's put your rhinestones aside. I'm going to go ahead and pull this in, and I'm going to show you what we did. I embossed this with the dotty hearts, okay? So we're going to emboss this, and I'm just going to show you exactly what I did. I'm going to emboss this off camera. Yours will be embossed already, so don't worry about that. I pulled them out and I got them all embossed, and then I realized that I already had this pulled and didn't emboss it. So I'm just going to emboss it off screen really quick right here. Of course, it's going to happen on the very first card that there's something going on. I thought I was ahead of the game because we're dealing with white ink. So I'm going to show you what we did. We're going to take some of our Whisper white ink. We are going to take this little black square here. And we're using the Blessings of Home stamp set. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I did it off camera, but I'm going to show you. All right, of course my blocks are all being used right now, so let's put this on here. Okay, so we're going to do our white. I had help with the kits, so it just needs to be, this is going to be pretty close. Okay, so there you go. And just set it aside and let that dry, because white ink takes a little while to dry. So we'll just clean this off. And now, because we're going to use this same block, and now what you're going to do is you're going to take your, I'm going to put my good old trusty small pad on here. And then you're going to take your block flat like this, and you're going to just use it flat. If it's a little messy, don't worry about it. See how your white comes up? Just do it. And you might get a little on the background. There's no pressure. Do not press, because this is the raised side. And you're just going to lightly go over the white. Okay, just the raised part. And then you're going to set that aside. See how I got a little right there? Don't worry about it. Okay, just kind of get them as white as you want, and then you're going to set that aside. So there is, see on the camera it looks really white in some spots and not so much in the other, but in person it's all nice and white. So that's kind of weird. There we go. It's a better image there. Okay, so now you're going to set this aside with your sentiment, and I'm just going to move those up there. And that would be the first thing you want to do because you want that to dry. So what I'm going to do is just clean off my block because I'm going to need it. I have all my class blocks and I was just about to have to grab them because I was using so many blocks and I kind of tried to have everything out. Okay, so now we're going to use this stamp. And we're going to set that aside because we're not using white, so I'm not worried about it. So I'm going to bring in this, and is this it? I have it cut somewhere and I was using, oh geez, my rhinestones, and now I don't know what I did with it, but that's okay. I have an extra right here. How funny, right when you think you have everything set up. Okay, so this one, what we're going to do is I did these and I set them aside and they're dry. Okay, so we'll just set these aside for right now. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to bring in the white panel and our large stamp here from Blessings of Home. And if you don't have Blessings from at home, just go ahead and grab any stamp set that has a large floral image or a large image. So this is just kind of taking up some space in the background, right? So super simple. It's a great, fun, and fast technique. So we're going to just get this all inky. And really what we're doing is we're just filling up that white space. So I just kind of liked looking at what I like, and I like the leaves up there. So I kind of turned it like this up in this corner. And I probably just took the leaves right off. But see how the leaves are right up there? I love that. But look how pretty this stamp is. Isn't that pretty? All right, so we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to turn it this way. And we're going to ink this up. Okay, I want to make sure my comments are, I'm kind of behind for some reason. All right, I think we're good. All right, so we're going to get this all inked up again. And I'm just going to kind of do the same. You don't really want it to come all the way around. The idea is to get them in the corners. Okay, so look how pretty that is. All we need to do. All right, we're going to move that aside. We'll set this aside, and now we're going to bring in our little white piece of paper right here. So we gave you a long one to kind of, you know, use it up, kind of get an idea of where you want it and everything. Marcie, would you teach me how to pick my numbers so I can finally win? I think they're up on the upper right side of the Stampin' Up world. Upper right side. Well, I had these, but you know, I had one cut, so I didn't have to cut it on TV, but that's okay. I'm sure they're here somewhere. And when I talk about the labels earlier, I should just tell you really quick. These are the labels I'm talking about, is adding these. And it's in my last video if you guys want to know how I do it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use this stamp here that says, thank you for inspiring me. But because I put, you are a real blessing to everyone around you, thank you. I just want that, not thank you for inspiring me. You could do that, but I'm going to choose to do a little differently. We're going to pull out our polished pink because I'm loving this color. And you want a Post-it note. Okay. So what we're going to do is we are just going to take this right over that, the words we don't want, and we are going to stamp up and get our thing all inky You can use masking tape or something that might hold a little bit better. And now you're going to take that off, and there's no ink on the bottom, okay? And now you're just going to take your thank you. Now my head might get in the way. I want it to be right up close to the edge. So the rubber really pretty much goes up to the top of the line so that you can get it on there. All right. I'm going to have to let you guys know how the baby wipes work. I just switched out. You guys know I use the Costco ones because I love them. And I just covered it up. Please teach me, Debbie. You just covered it up. What did I cover up? Do I have the cut one out here already? No. Oh, but I found it. It was on my mouse pad. Yay. Here's my mouse pad, my fancy mouse pad that I just grabbed because my other one was too far away. Okay, so then I just cut it, and all I did is cut the edges. I know bingo night goes long. I know you guys know how to do that. I like to bring in my little trimmer. Thank you, Laura. You have such good eyes. And I'm going to cut this nice and straight. Just slide it in. I think I'm going to cut this in first. I like to have a lot of room, and this doesn't look exactly straight, but now it is. And now we're going to turn it this way and just move it in. And right there. You could take it and, you know, do it again a little bit because my edge is not exactly straight. So I'm going to, and this was, I think, a piece of scrap, so that's better. So we're going to do this on here. And on the inside, I forgot, all I did is the same thing as I did on the front, except I just kind of took the top floral so it's facing upward like that. And I'm just going to put it right there. It does not have to be the whole thing, but just part of it. So you're decorating the inside. Super easy. It's right by your name. Okay. Not yet, Mary. If it does, I will be getting it like as soon as possible because I want more of them. All right, so this is super simple. We're going to go ahead and glue this and put it inside. I mean, I love these cards that just have a couple of colors. They're so pretty. I'm working on a really fun project for a gathering this weekend. So that'll be fun. And then this, we're just slightly turning. Does not have to be a lot. You can do it a little more if you want to. You can cut it down if you want. And I'm going to measure this. This is 4, and I believe this is also 4. Yeah, so it's just a slight turn. So as long as you have your edge to edge, and then I'm going to pop that up. So let's put this on. Now this is also up to you. If you want to put this up here, I'm going to turn it this way so it's clean on the top. And I have some of this down here, but I'm okay with that because I'm going to put stuff on. If you want it to turn like this and have your text sideways, you can. If you want to turn it, so it's all about whatever you want. If you want to turn this sideways, leave this straight, which is kind of freaking you out a little bit, I know, because you're looking at it like that does not look straight. So it's really kind of a weird thing because you're going to want to put your card straight, and then you can kind of figure this out because this is tilted, and then you can put that on. Okay, see how it's kind of going? So it's whatever you choose to do. If you want to put everything straight, you can do that too. So whatever you want to do. Hi, Joel, no problem. Hi, Crystal. whatever you want to do is totally up to you. So I'm gonna do it like I did the first one. I'm gonna do this one's a little crooked, so we're gonna get our dimensionals out. My grandson today was here. He's so darn funny. He's potty training, so he's 3, just turned 3, well, in September. I'm going to put a little bit more on the sides just because it's a big panel. I normally don't put that many, but I'm going to. But he's just so funny. He's just cracking me up. I just picked up my heart panel and laid it over the Stampin' Up! Logo. Okay, so we're going to go bottom left. Okay, you want to make sure your corners are all on because this is your card base. This isn't a panel, right? So that's really, really close, and I'm good with that. We're going to also pop all of this up. So we're going to put our dimensionals on this. I think I found everything now, Laura. Thank you so much. And we're going to put one here. We are going to put, this whole thing is going to be popped up. Oops, look at that. And we'll grab the one that I pulled the, here we go, the top off of. So super simple. This is really a great card if you don't have a lot of cardstock or don't have a lot of ink quite yet. It's kind of fun. You can, you know, put your stamp set. I mean, you might love it, but you don't want to color. This is another really great way not to color. So just add that in your background there. We're going to add this. Hi, Virginia. Welcome. All right, so here we go. We're going to put that right about there, but straight. And the important thing is to keep it on your line because you're going to be looking at this. Don't look at the white because that will really throw you off. All right, so we're going to put this on now. Oh, I see. She was telling me where my embellishments are. Yeah. I put those up there because I knew I'd lose those if I didn't put them. I try to put them up in the right corner where I know they're going to be. But the other stuff I did earlier because I wanted it to dry. So see, here's our original one. This is the one we just, not that one. This is the one we just stamped. And see, it's pretty dry now. So we could cut it and use it, but just in case. And then this one is still going to be wet. I can see that it's still wet. So we want to be careful. Do it, put it aside, and then even, you know, assemble the next day if you need to. Or use your heat tool. All right, so then we're going to put this right here. Just kind of eyeball that again. Okay, and now we have our embellishments. So I put one over here. I'm going to fill up the white just a little bit. There's 2 of the medium-sized ones, and then I have one of the little tiny ones, and these are the in color jewels. All right, so there is card number 1. It is hard, Mary. I have to tell you, it is really hard because you want it to be straight, but I kind of like it. It just kind of gives a little bit of character to the card. But it is rough, especially when you're first doing it and you're like, oh, everything looks crooked. But if it's a little bit off, you really can't tell because it was, you know, it kind of works out nicely. And it's such a cute card, and it's a great card for those with a minimal product at first. Black is always good, white is always good, and then get that color that you'd like. And then those stamp sets that you think are just so pretty, I mean, this is gorgeous colored, but if you wanted to do it not colored, like this would have also been really pretty to put on the inside. But, and then the sentiments are just gorgeous. So this is Blessings of Home, a really, really fun set. So this is project number 1. So yay. I hope you guys liked it. So again, when you get your kits, that is project number 1, and you will have that labeled. All right. Thank you. Are you guys ready for bingo? I forgot to fill up my tea. That's not good. I'm going to have to yell at my husband. Hold on 1 second. Get ready for bingo. I'm going to tell my husband to get me some tea. Honey? Rick, can you give me some tea? I forgot. Please. I am. Yep. Oh, thank you so much. My husband's like, aren't you on your thing? Are you leaving everybody hanging? So sorry, but I get thirsty talking, and that was the last thing I needed to do. All right. All right, everybody, here we go. Are you ready? So our first number, first bingo, number 2. We're going to have a little bit of glare here. We're going to go down right there. Number 2. Thanks, Chloe. We're going to go to another card right after this. So the first 5 numbers go fairly quickly. 27, because you can't get bingo until you get through the first 5. Woohoo! Olivia, Tony, and Nancy, and Joan. Number 8. Okay, number 30. Got some B's, B-I-N, wow. And 25, so those are our first 5. Okay. Lots of B's. Number 14's next number. Okay, you guys know there's a slight delay. I'm watching myself on YouTube like you guys are, so I can see exactly how much time has lapsed and where I'm at, so I give you guys a little bit of time. Next number is 26. The next card is going to be my 4th one that I actually made, but I think you guys are going to love it. It's changing up a few things. It's going to be a lot of fun. Number 1. Thank you, honey. Oh, Joan has B-I-N-G. Number 20. Number 20. B-I-N, B-I, lots of B's. All right, next is number 12. Perry with B-I-N, Nancy B-I-N, Perry with B-I-N-G, number 6. All right, B-I-B's, B-I-N for Dana. Good job, you guys. See some new people. Number 29. Number 29. Okay, Angela's on. Eileen and Kathy, yay. Kathy, go ahead and put a BI so that way I can just see that how close you are. So a BI is helpful. Nancy Lee, whoo, 22. 22. All right. I always think when it starts to slow down, I'm like, hopefully I didn't freeze. Is my hand still there? Yep. There we go. Okay. Number 11. Number 11. Okay, nobody has an 11. There we go. Joan has a bingo. All right. Joan, I am going to double check something. All right, hold on, everybody. Hold on one sec. I'm just double checking something. Yeah, I was double checking, Joan, but I don't show you as being paid. Or I have no numbers and no payment. Not. So I just wanted to double check that to make sure, and I do not. So if you have something showing differently, please let me know. So we are going to go on. I just double checked all of my system because I have my blog. That's okay, Joan, no problem. I just wanted to double check because you normally do play, so I just wanted to double check and make sure I didn't miss it. So we are going to continue on. Everybody's still there. Hopefully, if you got up to get a drink or something, come back. All right. Next number is 23. 23. And I'm going to wait just a minute, make sure nobody walked off to go to the bathroom or anything. Okay, Perry has a bingo. Let's see, Perry. 2, 12, 20, 23, oh, and 25. Yes, that is a good bingo. So Perry is our winner. Anybody else? So Perry has number 1 bingo. Is there anybody else? Congratulations. Debbie, I got your message. You're cracking me up. No, Debbie, there's no booby prize. All right, Perry, you know the drill. Go ahead and send me your order. Send it at my email, marcie@marciebeseckerdesigns.com, and we will get that all ordered for you. Don't forget to add your celebration items. Woot woot. All right, I see no other ones. I'm going to put those back in. Card number 2, congratulations. All right, so card number 2, I decided to make a few changes to a couple things, and I'm going to show you, except I put it away. Here we go. So number 2, I used our fun Hearts and Home Memories and More cards. And I was just loving these stripes, but I didn't want to use it with the set that it comes with. So I decided to change that up, and we are using Let's Set Sail. We use our layering diorama dies. We're going to use some of our faux sea glass, and yes, you can color them. I colored a few up there. So let's put this aside. This is what your kit is going to be. And this is the card we're going to do. So what do you guys think? I love it. So super simple. So let's get all of our little pieces out. We're going to put all our pieces right here on the top right hand side, so I know where they're at, right, Laura? All of them there. So this is what you're going to get. We are going to pull in, I have these lovely little medical trays my sweet friend gave me, and they are so handy. So we have our inks. We're going to use Crumb Cake, Misty Moonlight, Balmy Blue, and Pool Party. Marcie, you were going to say something about your baby wipes. And oh, thank you, Lisa. So what happened is Costco carries baby wipes, and they're the Kirkland brand, and they're the ones I love, love, love. Well, the last time we were there, they had the fragrance-free ones, and they didn't have the regular. So I decided to try them, and I take them out and I put them in my holder here like this. It's all ugly on top because I keep throwing colored ink wet wipes up here. But I put them in this baby wipe thing, and I just did that right before the video, and I like to use those because they don't leave lint. And so I'm hoping these fragrance-free ones are the same, so I'll let you know. Oh, hi, Sherry. So here we go with this card. So yeah, I'll let you know how those baby wipes work, but I'm sure that they're going to be just fine. All right, so you're going to get your card. So what I did with this is I took the cards and I cut them. Look how pretty. Even if it's a card like this, because you know how I am, I like the thick white card base. So I gave you a thick white card base. I cut this down, and I believe I have the measurements here. Okay, so this is going to be 6 by 4. All right, and our card base here is 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. So there's our panel here. The diorama, I know I had a note here somewhere, but these I believe are the largest two. What I did is it might be the second and third largest. Let me check for you real quick, because you want to make it fit on the card but not be too crazy big. Yeah, so it's the second and third from the outside. Okay, so that's what I did, the second and third. It just kind of gives the illusion of water, so I liked it. Okay, so those are going to be cut for you already. All right, so we're going to go ahead and let's do our sentiment first. So I said, hope it's your best day ever. I just love that. Nice positive comment. Thank you for letting me finish that baby wipe thing, Lisa. I would have forgotten. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to pull this down. My husband's so sweet. I've been so busy with bingo and getting things ready to ship for you guys. He's out there chopping. I can hear him for dinner tonight. Okay, so there's that. What we're going to do, cut this in half like I usually do with, and it doesn't have to be exactly straight. It looks like my punch got a little tired of all the punching. And then I just cut this straight down the middle. All right. And then I am going to bring out my silicone mat because we're going to glue this. Ooh, that's dirty. You guys know how your silicone mats get, right? So dusty and dirty. Okay, so then you just put one up there. I put the glue on here, or you can put your tape runner, if I can find it. And so I'm just going to add my tape runner here. And you're not going to see the edges, so turn it the way that's easiest for you. And just give yourself a little bit of room, however much you want to see. And I'm good right about there. Okay, so you don't see your edges, and your top has a little bit of the brown. Oh yes, Laura, you can. Definitely use the ones you already have. If you have this Let's Set Sail. Oh, if you have a different one, it's probably not. I mean, you could use the sentiment. It's a different sentiment for sure. Okay, so you want to make sure you get all your adhesive on there. But this one, you're going to be using the boat. And this one has the punch. But I punched your items for you, so you'll be able to see that you can kind of create your own. All right, we're going to bring this back in here, and let's take our white piece off, because this is going to be our scene. You guys know how I love to do the scenes, right? So we're going to take our land here, this one here. All right, I'm going to bring this camera out just a little bit. I feel like it's really close, and I don't want it to be just a little. All right. So the first color I'm going to do is, I'm going to do crumb cake. And that's for the largest diorama and the, okay, I don't remember. I'm going to double check. I think I did it stamped off, so I'm going to stamp it right here. Oops. Okay, and I'm going to do a little bit more. I'm going to turn it because I can see that there's still some over here, just so lightly. It doesn't have to be super dark. It doesn't have to be, you know, in a perfect line or anything like that, because you're going to kind of go over it with the blue anyway. All right, so take that. And now we're going to go to Misty Moonlight. And I like to stamp off a little bit because it's really kind of dark and you don't want it that dark. So now you're going to bring your lines to kind of come over each other, right? So you're going to have a little bit there, and that's fine. We're going to go back over that. It's easier to do it this way. Stamp off. And then I'm going to go up here. I'm going to turn it because you have the skinny part over there. And I'm just going to kind of go over here. It doesn't have to be exact, okay? And I'm going to do a little bit on just on the tip right here. I'm going to stamp it off a couple times and just kind of fill that in a little bit. And I'm fine with this. This looks good. Now, clean it off again. And now we're going to go to the sky, which I chose to do Pool Party. You can change it up on this one. I decided to do Pool Party for the sky, and then Balmy Blue for the boat. So we're going to take Pool Party. And I'm not going to stamp back over here. Let's go up here to the top because it's a lighter color. Okay, so take that and stamp it. And I do it kind of quickly because I want a darker towards the bottom. And then you could just move your way up. And you can add a little bit. You could barely see it on the screen. I'll go a little darker. Stamp off this. I'm going to switch it up. Stamp off. Okay. Again, you can't see the top that well. So you can get it to be whatever you want it. However dark, however light you want. So just kind of create that. Now we're going to take our birds. Well, let's do our birds after we place our boat. So we'll do that. Now, in your kit, you are going to get your boat. Remember that your little flag goes to the right. And now we have our sails. So they both curve this way with the biggest curve. So you have your big one going that way and then this one going that way. All right. So if you have the stamp set, you can choose to bring in your colors that you want to use. So we're going to use crumb cake. If you don't have the stamp set, I highly recommend it because it has a punch and it's amazing. So here's the punch. And it's so nice. It's the sailboat. And then, of course, our tag we used was the tailored tag, which is really nice. I love it for masculine cards. But it's really, really nice. And those are what we have. But if you don't have this, so what you can do is you can take these two sails and stamp an image on them. Find something that stripes or whatever you want and create your sails. You could also put this underneath or on top of DSP and cut it out and create your sails in that same shape. Same shape. Oh, thanks, Margie. I appreciate it. Okay, so if you do have the product, I could, I can't stamp for you, but these are clear. They are polymer. So let's just kind of try to get it close. Or, of course, you can redo, this, but I wanted to send it to you in your kit, so there we go. It's close enough for me. I'm not worried about that. My flag's a little off, but that's all right. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to finish this. So let's take our sails, and I did them in balmy blue. I think you will, Laura. It's really a great set. I love it. And I think it's going to be really great for a masculine. All right, so you're going to get your sails. And of course, you're going to tell which way these go if you have the stamp set. We're going to do balmy blue. And I'm going to bring this back in. I'm wondering if I want to do it as dark as I did. But yeah, I think I do. Oh, I don't know. You could do it lighter, but I think I'm going to keep it dark. So let's get our polymer. You know what I'm going to do? Here's a secret. See how these are white, right? So if we brought in something like a piece of crumb cake, we're going to be able to see them a lot better. So put a color underneath it. Bring your piece in here and stamp. Okay, so there's your one sail. And your other sails right here. I don't, Sharon. I sold the last one yesterday. I try, if you guys are on my Facebook, my business page, Marcie Besecker Designs, please go and like that page because I will always post on there and say, I have 2 left, I have 5 left. If you go to my blog and go under event and then go to shop to purchase, it will tell you if I have any left. Now that is when we are just a couple days away from bingo. Okay, if we're a couple days away from bingo, then I've already made the kits and I will let you know that I have, X amount left. And then that way you can purchase them. Because I like to get these to you as soon as possible and not create them after the fact because I'm on to my next project already. So I'm really sorry, but I don't this time. But February's bingo is up. So if you guys want to sign up for that, that would be awesome. Okay, so there's our birds. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our mat again because we're going to be doing some gluing. And I like to pick these up. Again, I've got my short nails going. All right, so I'm going to do the tall one first, the one on the left. And I'm going to do, I like to use my little glue bottle. Thanks, Sharon. I like to use my little glue, and I'm going to put a dot on the top, right there, and a dot at the bottom, okay? And then you're going to take your sailboat, and you want this to be straight, okay? So when you put this on here, you want it to be as straight as you can, right there and right there, okay? So this sail here should be fairly straight to your boat. So put that on there. My husband used to sail, and he said I think he wants to buy a sailboat again. And as long as I'm not in the ocean, I could do that at the lake. But at the ocean, I get seasick so bad. My first real seasick was when I was in Hawaii. I was 19, I think. And my boyfriend, which was my first husband, my kid's dad, and I were visiting his mom. She lived there. And she took us out on her boat, because she had a boat. And we went out and we went sailing. No, we were not sailing. We were in a boat. And oh my gosh, that was the choppiest water. I must have been, I was probably that color at least. It was awful. It was beautiful, but awful. So that is, I know. And then my husband and I, we went to Mexico, and we went snorkeling. I had bought him got a boat trip so he could go snorkeling, and not snorkeling, I could go snorkeling. He wanted to do the paddle board and all that stuff. Anyway, I like to make sure you put a little dimensional there to give it some stability, and then you can put them right across the bottom here. So we went out, and I got a really good deal because it was like the week after the busy season. And I found them on Facebook, and anyway, my husband was just so thrilled that I got such a good deal. So they took us out. I didn't have their homemade guacamole. I had nothing. I was so sick. And they paddled me over to shore while he went and did his paddle board. Oh, I said, I think I know my limitations. As wonderful as it sounds, I'll be by the pool. Yeah, Tracy, he didn't race. I used to babysit for some people that raced when I was, oh gosh, I was probably 12. Okay, so think about where your boat's gonna go. I want the top to be within. I already took these off, but what I did forget is we want to bring in the Misty Moonlight again, and we got to put our shadow. Okay, so we're going to put our shadow. I'm going to bring my boat back in, and it's going to go right about there. So I want my shadow to go be right about there. So we're just going to put this right there, and that's our shadow of our boat. So we're going to put this right back up here. And I'm going to move it over just a tad. Okay, so there is our boat. Marcie, do you have it? Oh, yeah. Trying to catch up on the reading, you guys, if I can. Okay, so here we go. It's pretty easy once you do your scene, and I love doing scenes. You guys know that. If you follow me, you know I love this. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add it on here. And we got to add our birds. All right, birds. Make sure you're looking at them. They go like this. Oh, my dog's at the door growling. So I'm going to do them up here. And then I did just a couple, like, boop, kind of leaving the scene. You know how they go on the water. And so I wanted to do that. All right. There's that. And so now we're going to add some glue. My glue might be on its last leg here. Okay, no glue. We're going to use this. And I would normally have glued this before if I was going to do this. But I like to do my seam first, just in case I mess up. And I don't have to die cut everything over again. All right, just kind of put it in the middle. Kind of gives it that beachy look. We're going to pop this up here, our sentiment. So let's put our dimensionals. It's kind of cool today, and I put a sweater on, and of course now I'm in here doing bingo thinking, why do I have a sweater on? I always get warm, and I know that. Okay, so let's put our panel on. Again, this is from the card base, and you can come up with a couple of cards if you cut these up. I like to do the white thick base. Okay, so here we go. I like to hold them on the side and then just kind of eyeball it. As long as I'm even, then I'm good. We're going to do the inside. And what I did is I gave you a strip. I'm just going to do it with glue so we have a little bit of wiggle room. These little bottles are from Amazon. I've heard people say they have trouble with these, that the tips rust on them. I have not had that problem. So it works fine for me, but others have said that they kind of rust and then their glue turns colors. So, all right. Oops, look at that. Okay. So lift it up, make sure this is on right. I gave it should be a little long, so you can kind of put it where you want and have a little wiggle space. Okay. When you just glue something on the other side, be careful when you flip it around. You kind of want to make sure that you're not rubbing it, because it'll just fall, it'll just come right off, so don't do that. Again, I just kind of hold it like this. Put your panel. This just adds a little bit. Now, what I thought of after I created these, and these were all packaged, is because I did the Misty Moonlight panel inside, it would have been really nice if I would have maybe cut this down a tad bit more and added a Misty Moonlight panel there. But the thing is you have to be careful, because your diorama, whatever, dies may go too much to the outside. So you got to kind of be careful of that. So that was something to think about. So I probably wouldn't have done it because I didn't want to go any smaller with your panels. Okay, so there's the inside. And then we're going to take our panel here, and I didn't pop it up because we're going to have this popped up over here. And I don't know, for masculine cards, I don't do a whole lot of popping up. Just, I don't know why. I just kind of think popping it up makes it more fancy, and I just think that they like it is. All right, so we're going to put this towards the right. You want your boat to be kind of flat, so on the water. So I'm going to put it right about there. And then we're going to pop this guy up. Just right over here. Hope it's the best day ever. Now, that could be birthday, that could be, you know, anything. So they could have started a new job, they could be moving, it could be so many things. Okay, so you're going to get 3 and 3 and 2. So there's 8 of them, and I know that's an odd number, but that's just how I clustered 5 together and then 2 together. So you can just kind of put them where you want. So I'm just going to kind of start one over here, and then I just kind of clustered them, you know, some together and then some a little farther apart. You know, kind of like you would be seeing this on the beach. I love these faux glass. And then I'm just going to add 2 other little ones over there. I tried to give you some different shapes. That was a lot of fun. All right. So there you go. There is that card. So remember that, you know, by taking these and cutting them up, that's 2 cards right there. And just use your white card base, and your diorama is really a fun scene, that your whole scene doesn't have to be the whole card. You can kind of make your scene inside. If you don't have these, you could use, I mean, you could even use circles or rectangles or whatever. But I really like this. It just gives it some more fun and some shape and some, you know, different design. So I hope you guys like that. That was a lot of fun. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, woo-woo. Okay, so there are those. So that is card number 2. And now we are on to some bingo. Let me move this out of the way. I was like, I know I just put the inks somewhere. Where did they go? Thanks, Nadine. I appreciate that. All right, on to the, oh, behind me. Okay. All right, so that was card number 2. Okay, ready for some bingo. Thanks, you guys. I really appreciate it. I'm going to mix these up. Are you guys loving the celebration items? What do you guys like the best? Thanks, Debbie. I don't think my husband put any sweet and low in my tea, but he put a lot of ice. Like, I can't complain, right? So glad he did it. Okay, what is this? Best day ever. Other bucket. All right, here we go. Bingo, second bingo, number 17. Oops, out of the shine. Olivia, don't tell him. I'm just glad he did it. He's like, are you leaving your people hanging? And I'm like, you don't understand how thirsty you get when you're working. No tip for him. I'm sure he won't see it that way. Number 18. He asked about you today, Olivia, too. I said, well, she's shopping, so she must be feeling just fine. Number 20. The next card is a fancy fold. I can tell you where to get the PDF because I've done it before, and I believe I had a PDF on it. 23. I just have to find the name of it. I should have looked that up already. Here we go. Hello, Tashana. How are you? I will, Olivia. All right, lots of B's. Perry with the B-I. Remember, you can only win bingo one time. But that doesn't mean you can't play for fun, Perry. All right, some B-I's going. 29. Aw, that's nice, Tashana. I don't know. I always see your amazing cooking. He's probably like, oh, it was okay, but I'd rather you cook. My husband doesn't get, though. Going out means no dishes, no cooking. Number 12. That's the best part of going out, is just being able to relax. Oh, yay. Lots of B's and BI's. Looks like everybody's getting on board. Ooh, look at Perry go. Perry, it might be your lucky night. Number 8. Ooh, BIN for Laura and Perry. Oh, so all those plates that you show is your hubby? Well, you are one lucky bee. I mean bee like a honeybee. Yay, Kathy, BIN, 22. Laura has BING. Yay, Carol. Carol's on with a B. I've seen people come from the end and take the bingo. Well, he's a good cook, Tashana. There's a lot of those meals I keep thinking, I'm going to tell you to send them my way. All right, next number is 26. I was going to say, oh, it seems like the bingos have been going pretty quick this time, but we have only had one so far. Don't forget that February's bingo is already up. Okay, so the next number, 13. So you can register for that. Number 13. Okay, the next number. Oh, there we go. Now we got numbers coming up. I think you guys want to pause for a minute. Number 1. Make sure you still have live chat up and make sure your bar is all the way to the right so that you can make sure that you are current. Nancy has a BI. Nancy, you're going to have to tell me, is your name Nancy Lee? I don't want to call you Nancy if you prefer Nancy Lee. I don't know if that's your middle name or your husband's name or... Yay, Steph's in with the BI. Jewel with the BI. 16 is next. Nancy Lee. Okay, perfect. Thank you. You know, sometimes you just don't know because people have, you know, combined names. Ooh, Kathy, look at you. BING. Tracy with the BI. Carolyn with the BI. All right, I'm going to go with another one. Number 3. Number 3. Ooh, BIN for Nancy Lee and Angela. Nola's on the board. Eileen, BIN, BIN, lots of BINs. Ooh, Debbie. Debbie, no booby prize for you. Come on. You're on the board. Ooh, Jewel too. And Steph. All right. You're all popping up. All right, here we go. New number. Number 2. Number 2. Ooh, Nancy Lee now with the BING. Olivia is on the board. Yay! Uh-oh. Dana, is there a troll? I don't see them. There was one quite a while ago, Dana. Make sure you're caught up to date and you can scroll all the way to the right. Make sure you're caught up with us. I haven't seen one in a while, but maybe somebody took care of them and turned them in. All right, here we go. Next number, 5. Oh, you see 2. Huh. Well, they're not going to win bingo, so. Yay, Kathy! First time playing bingo? Let's see. All right, Kathy. Let me see. Okay, 5, 8, 16, 17, and 29. Yay! Kathy is our number one bingo. And Laura, let's check Laura's numbers. 5, 8, 12, 17, and 23. Laura, you'll get a consolation prize. Yay! So Kathy, what you're going to do is you will email me at marcie@marciebeseckerdesigns.com or message me like you did before, and then let me know what your order is, and then I will get your order in. Anything over the $100 you will pay me via PayPal, and I will get that order put in for you and have it sent directly to you. Make sure you put your celebration items in also. And I always try to put these on top of a number 10, just so I know which ones in case I need to pull them out. Hard to believe those numbers are not one of my, I know. Maybe this next one, Deb. All right, everybody, here we go. Congratulations, both of you. Yay, Kathy, first time, and look at you. All right, so this is on the next card. It will be a project number 3. And so what I'm going to tell you is there is a PDF from Times Gone Past. This is the card, but I get asked about this one a lot. So I decided to do this cute little card for you. And I've got my little notes here. And so if you look back on in my blog for the fold flat pop-up card, you're going to get the PDF for that, the fold up, fold flat pop-up card. My husband just bought me a snack. He's so sweet. Like he thinks I can eat and talk. Okay, and not get my hands dirty. Okay, so it will have the scoring and everything for you, but if you did bingo, you will get your card scored. Okay, so we're going to take our base. I get asked this a lot, Deb. A lot of people ask about this one, so I thought, okay, well, we'll just do it again. It's going to be scored for you, but there is a PDF on my blog, so you can go look for that. So think about when you're folding this, you want this to go like this, right? So folding it like this is going to be ideal because that's where you want your glue to go. When I do, I should have filled this up. When I do 3D projects of any kind, I prefer glue over anything else. Okay, so a lot of people like seal. I do not. Not for 3D. I prefer glue. But do I need to pick the consolation prize? No, Laura, I'll just send you something in the mail. You'll get something in the mail. All right, so there is that. Okay, so now there's our base. So see, the glue dries fairly quickly. You will be getting 2 pieces of DSP. So set those aside. It's very important that you pay attention to which one you're using. So just set those aside for now. Pull out your next red piece, and you're going to score those. They're already scored. You just want to burnish them. I did score everything for you. This is going to go like this, but you want to wait until it's decorated or partially decorated, and you want to wait until we put our panel on the back. Now you're going to bring in your 2 pieces. Okay, so what you're going to notice is you're going to have some hearts, and I'm going to be deadly honest with you. I made these cards for my paper share people. And I tried to use my scan and cut to cut out all my hearts. Some came out great. Some were a little jaggedy because they are like a water color. So you might see just a little jag because that's what the print looks like. If that bothers you, then just take your scissors and just kind of straighten it up like that. Some of them were really bad and I trimmed them down and made them look nice. But I had a bunch already and I said, you know what? This is the way I'm going to go because it's, you will get your kits early. And so that's what I tried to do. Now, when you look at your papers like this, do not glue the one on here that has a sucker with a stick, okay? Because you're going to use that right here. So don't use that. Push that one aside. And now put this paper, kind of find which way you want it to go. And I think I'm going to do this way because I really want to see some of those striped hearts. So just go like this and put it on. Okay. So I like to lay it flat and I'm worried about the top part. I want that to be nice and even if I could. I'm not too worried about down here. If it's a bigger gap, that's okay because this is going to be up. This is going to cover it. I want this to be nice and flush up there. Okay. And now here, we're going to take our marbled paper. So this is from the Simply Marvelous Celebration paper. All of a sudden, the name just escaped me. So this is going to go on here. You can use whichever side you want. I like this side. This one's more like a satin, it looks like to me. This one's more marbly. I like the marbly side for this particular card. I know this makes noise because this one is, I think this might have been my first one where I was having trouble figuring out how to use it. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and put this right like that. Okay, so now you have your panel that's going to go, but see there's some down below. So we're going to also take this and put it on there. All right, so we're going to just add this. And I hold it at the top because I can see right here how much it is. I'm concerned about the bottom. You want to make sure that that's not hanging off. And now we're going to go ahead and put this at the bottom. You want it to align all the way to the bottom. So if you lay it down like this, you can see how much space you have right here. So right about there, I'm going to put 2 rows. You know what? I'm going to do glue. I'm going to do, because it is a 3D, and I like to, even if you don't go all the way up as high as you could go, it's still going to hold really well. Tracy, it depends. I mean, a lot of people, honestly, with the new cut and emboss machine, to me, that is so easy to just cut. And if I'm making over 20, then I might consider the scan and cut. But I use it more for things without dies. And I know this had dies, but because I was doing so many, I just decided to give that a try, and it seemed to work. And, okay, so see, you lay this down, put it at the bottom, and then make sure that this is showing up here. If die cutting hurts your hand, then probably. If you're not going to do mass production, I wouldn't. I only do it if I do a lot of something and a lot without dies. If I have dies, I even use my cut and emboss, because it's just so quick. And a lot of times you can put your die on, go in and right back and take it out way faster than doing the other. So for me, if you're not going to mass produce, I would say no. But that's my opinion. Okay, so one of the things I forgot is to do our stamping right here. And so I'm going to pull, you want to feel which is the smoothest. That has a lump and that kind of has a lump. So this is bad on me. I should have stamped first. One stamp and I blow it. And this says, happy to have you in my life. And I just got a little on the sidetracked area. But that's okay. We're going to try it. The other thing to do when you're like this and you're not quite sure how you're going to do this, take a block, see if it will fit. This one will not. Oh, this one will fit. Okay. Fit it in there. And you're going to have to kind of push it down a little bit. You might have to adjust your height a little about where you were going to put your stamp and then slide it back out. So, woo, trick for the day. I did that on purpose. I just wanted to show you it's a little to the left, and that's okay because we are going to put our sucker on there. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't spend the money if you don't have to. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I am going to take this, and this is the part I didn't do ahead because I wanted to show you. Just kind of, you want to cut, and I gave everybody one of these. I did your hearts for you, but this right here, you're going to want to cut out your sucker, and then any of the little candies with the twisted wrappers on them, and the peppermint, whatever you want. It's super easy. It's DSP. It's super easy to cut. And then I'm just going to come up this side right here because the bottom part's going to be hidden. All right, so you're going to get some of this cute DSP. And then you can also, there's the pink on the other side. So if you have extra, if you want to do something, or if you have the stamp set and you want to stamp, then do that. But this way you have some cute little candies, whichever ones you choose. And you'll notice that I like to take my scissors and kind of do the little squiggly cut like on the edge of the little candies. So I just go like this and just kind of twist my paper. So there's one. And now I'm going to go with the peppermint one. So I'm going to cut this like this right here. So I can cut out this little peppermint. Oh, thanks, Tashana. I haven't had to do that in a long time. I can't believe I forgot to stamp it, but that's all right. It happens. Happens for a reason, right? All right. So just kind of do it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. These are just cute little candies. But see how this is just straight at the end where I cut it when I first cut it off the paper? I like to kind of go, and even if it's just a tad bit, just to kind of make it look like you have a little wrapper there. All right, and on this one there's a partial purple one, so I'm going to get this one over here. I'm cutting very quickly, but you get the idea. So we're going to put this one kind of towards the back because I want to see the purple one. I have a striped one, but I don't have this cute little heart one here with the hearts. And I think I could do another peppermint if I wanted, but I think I'm going to stick with these. So just kind of pick whichever ones you want, however many you want. If you have the paper, if you have the stamp set, you could stamp the hearts and you can shade them in. I couldn't do any of that for you because, you know, I can't stamp for you. But this is a great set, I think. And then we have those cute little boxes. The little, I think they're called little boxes. But you can put little sweet conversation candies in it. I think they're called conversation candies. Put those in there. Okay, so what I did is I started out with the sucker because you want to make sure to build around that. Hi, Julie. How are you? All right, so I'm just going to put the little ones on here. I'm not going to worry about putting a dimensional on the bottom. I'm going to do a little strip, just a little strip. It doesn't have to be super long. Okay, we're going to peel off the one side. This is card number 3 if you are joining. Okay, I'm going to put it towards the bottom because it's going to kind of hide behind everything else. We're going to build up on it. My stomach is growling. All right, so there's the sucker. And now we're going to bring in some hearts. And there's just all different sizes. I try to give one of every text on there. One of every text. What I just read the one that says text me. One of every sentiment. So you can just grab little ones or grab your larger heart. And I just kind of went up here. You just want to make sure you don't get your words, and you want to make sure that you get your that your foam square things isn't, you know, going off the edge. And then I just added one to each. On here. Yeah, one time what I did is I took, I think for the holiday, for like the Christmas, the penguins, the stockings, all of that, I did my scan and cut, because it will, now Tracy, this is one thing, it will cut off your DSP a lot. Hi, Fran. My, I think I might have told you or somebody before that my son's college roommate was from Perth, and hold on, my husband's asking me a question. Put it in the soup. It's like 20 minutes. Okay. I told you guys I thought my husband was cooking in there. Anyway, my son's college roommate was from Perth. So, and I met his mom online. She's very nice. It was fun. It was a long time ago. All right, so then you can go all the way out, because this is still on your card, and kind of think about, you know, going higher on some, because you got to put your little candies in there. We're going to put our candy and our little, I don't know if I think my dog's at the door. Now that he came in, now my husband told him I was in here. All right, so put your little, I'm going to put this candy just right over here, like this. But then I'm going to take the little purple one. And like I said, you can add as many as you want or do whatever you want. I'm just going to stick that like right behind it. Like it's just sticking out. Ooh, ooh, almost done. And one little mini dimensional is enough for these little tiny ones. Southern California. Oh, Kathy, thank you. You're so sweet. All right, so this one, you know, think about where you want them. I think I'm going to put this one right here. And then this big peppermint, I'm going to put right here. Oops. I'm going to stick this peppermint here, because did you see I got a little tiny piece of black ink right there? So I'm just going to take this and stick it like right there. Like, you want to make sure it's like within all the candy and all the stuff, so it makes it kind of look like it's piled up there, but you want to do that. Now, for those of you that did bingo, you are going to have these, a whole package of these beautiful iridescent gems. So when you get them, if you open the top part, you've got the tiny ones up here, and then they get bigger as you go. So what I did is I took a medium and I just put it right there. And I took a little one right there. And then I took another little one and I just kind of tucked it in like right here, just somewhere to kind of pop up. All right. I like to take my gems and open them from the side because I usually don't pull them all the way out, but I did this time for whatever reason. But it's just easier to keep them in and get to them when you don't pull them all the way out. And so you will get a full package of these. They are my new favorite. Okay, so this, we're going to put it on the back for our sentiment. So if you wanted to stamp another sentiment, you could, but this is where you could write. So put that on here for your back panel. And then this little heart right here. So you can pull a candy or a heart or whatever you want. And I'm just going to go right around this heart. And there's other little hearts. Like I said, if you have the sweet, you could do that. And get your stamp out and do that. But you can cut this. Oh, Carolyn, the gems are amazing. I love them. Love them, love them. You know, the in-color ones are like my favorites. But these are so nice because they go with everything. They're just so, I mean, look at how they look like blue and purple, but pink and yellow. I mean, they're so pretty. They're definitely an iridescent. So, so pretty. All right, so you want to make sure you're going to be doing it this way, so pay attention. It's longer this way, so before you put your heart on, you want to make sure which way it goes. And then I just added the heart on the bottom right. You can put it wherever you want. All right. Thanks, Bonnie. All right, so you just go up here, and that is the back. So there you go. Cute little Valentine, and they do stand. I've been shoving it, pushing it down to put my stuff on it, but it will stand up. So super cute. Oh, my tummy is growling. Oh yeah, they are sparkly. You'll love them. Hi, Francis. So cute. I love this card. So again, it's called, I did it on this with the fold flat pop-up last year. And I did it with the, oh, see, I saw this card back in 2018 by Stacy Williams. This is how I have a lot of my stuff. So that's it. That will be on my blog. So if you want the PDF, you can get that there. So there you go. So just add whatever candies you want. See how this paper is a little darker? It's just, it is the Simply Marvelous, so it's whatever you get, you get. So some will be darker, some will be lighter, and just super cute. And it folds right up into an envelope, so perfectly nice and flat. So there you go. You could probably put a little treat in here. You know, find a little Reese's cups or the Valentine candies or whatever. That would be really cute to put up at a desk. Maybe you're having a class. Put a little treat in there and just put that at the class. Anyway, super cute. Really like those. All right. We are on to bingo number 3. While everybody's getting ready for that, don't forget that my February bingo is up and ready to register. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tuesday nights seem to work for most everybody, so I've been keeping it that way. My tulip class is on a Saturday, so that'll be a lot of fun starting at 4 in the afternoon. And so keep that in mind if you're able to do it. Both are under events under my blog, which is up there. I'd really appreciate it. I have seen a couple of you do the bingo already, so thank you. Oh, pasta, yum. My husband walked in here and he said, you know, Francis, you can't play bingo, but I am doing a class online and there is an option for a video and the PDFs. I'm going to do all PDFs and I'll show the projects in just a bit. But yes, you can do, well, I'll just show you a really, really quick video. So this is the class I'm going to be doing. And it is, if you are not in the US, but you'd like to a link to the video, because it's going to be a private YouTube, and there's a PDF for everything. And so you can get those, and there is an option for that if you go to my blog up above here. And you can go under events and look for the event, and then there's an option you can pay there. And there's two different ones. I cased something similar from Don G. Held a small pack of tissue. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. 5 cent is, it's going to be 4. I think it's 4 o'clock. Oh gosh, hold on. 4 o'clock. It's Central Time. Did I say 4 o'clock? Oh, it's not on here. Oh yeah, 4 o'clock. It is. Oh, I put Central Time. What's up with that? No, it's Pacific Time. I will fix that. Oh my gosh, Tracy, thank you. It is 4 o'clock Pacific Time. I will fix that. Oh, I'm so sorry. Why? Where did I get Central? I do not live in Central. Sorry. Thanks, Tracy. It is Pacific Time. I will fix that. How do you clean your blocks? Oh, I put them in the dishwasher, or I use hand sanitizer. First number is 24. So like I'll take a baby wipe, and I have hand sanitizer here in my office, and I'll just wipe them off. So yeah, and I just wipe them off like that. It did? What the heck? Sorry guys, it is totally Pacific, always Pacific. Right? Am I on Texas time? That would be bad. That's my upline. She's rubbing off. Oh. I wonder if... Well, that's weird. Thanks, guys. I will be changing that. Now I'm like all freaked out about that. That's weird. Why would I put CST? I don't know. It's Pacific. Always Pacific. Wow. Thank you. I will get that all fixed. Number 8. Sherry, on a couple of my flyers, I put CST instead of PST. Huh. 14. My upline jewel is Sherry up there, the Stampin' Butterfly. Sherry Waite. She's amazing. 22. Right, Olivia? That is true. I think I'm going to come see you. Yes, Laura, make sure that you pull your thing over. 27. $23. Yay, we got some bees. 21. Yay, Angela. Cheryl's on with the B. BI for Steph. 30. Yay, Jewel and Debbie. Whoever just subscribed, thank you very much. Nola, Stephanie, B-I-N. Woo. All right, next number. 25. 25. Yay, Dana, Nancy Lee. 29. All right, Deb. Okay, BIs are starting to come. Four. Ooh, Deb, B-I-N-G. $16. This is our third bingo. We have one more card to go. I have to say it's my favorite. Oh, I don't know. I like the sailboat one a lot. But I do like this one a lot. Oh, yay. We have a troll. All right, here we go. Number 6. All right, Carol and Tracy with the B-I. Laura. B-I-N for Dana. Okay, next one is a 9. Number 9. Ooh, Dana, B-I-N-G. Okay. And Carol has a B-I-N. 15. Dana has a bingo. And Deb. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look. Dana. 6, 9, 15, 25, and 30. Yay! So Dana, let me look back. Yep, Dana's number 1. So she is our number 3 bingo winner. And then Deb is 24, 25, 15, 19, and 4. 4. Yay! And Deb is our number 3 consolation. All right, congratulations. Yay! I don't see any other ones. Congratulations, ladies. Yay! All right. Good job, good job. I love bingo night. It's so much fun. Okay, so the next card, we are going to use the Boughs and Blossoms and my layered circles. And I wanted to change it up a little bit and do something that is a little bit different for me. So this is project 4, and I don't use shaded spruce very often, but this card, oh, I have my sound on, sorry. This card is so pretty. And Nola. All right, and I made your bows for you. So you're going to get a bow already made and a little piece of white there. All right, so here's the card. You're going to have some fun bling on there. Oh, me too, Tashana. I love the solid stuff. And so I just picked out some colors from our paper. And the paper is here. This is from the Celebration, the Hello Friend. I think it's Hello Friend. And this is the paper. And then this is the reverse side. So I used these two papers here. And then you're going to get some panels that are going to go right here. So let's go ahead and glue those first. Let's move our bow and our flowers over so we don't lose them. Okay, and we are going to, let's glue this first. So I'm going to bring in my mat again. And I tried to use some DSP and some free stuff because a lot of times you're like, oh, what am I going to do with the free stuff? And the DSP is just so pretty. All right, so we're going to put that there. And then this one. And of course, on here, if you look closely, this honestly looks like a pretty peacock. So for me, I thought friendly hello. Thank you, Tashana. I thought it says spruce on the paper, so that's why I chose the spruce. But it does look like, because it's so little, I think it just looks like pretty peacock. But I'm really loving the shaded spruce. I think my husband's trying to use the Instant Pot because I just hear a bunch of beeping. I don't think he's ever used it. Okay, so we're going to take our circle. He's so cute. He's out there just trying hard. I'm going to love dinner no matter what it is. All right, so let's turn this over so we have a nice clean spot. So the ink colors we're going to use are Granny Apple Green, Pale Papaya, and Fresh Freesia. Okay, so the first thing I did is I started with our flowers. And so we're going to bring in our larger flower here. We're going to use this flower, this leaf, and this thank you. And I love the fonts. And we're going to use that there. So we're going to use our Pale Papaya first. We'll move those. And I just did a nice solid flower right there. Okay, so we have a nice solid, now look how it's going to lighten up. See how dark it is and how different it looks? Okay. I love Pretty Peacock too, Tashana. I know, Jewel, but you'll find somebody that could use the stamp set. Okay, so there we did that. Now, the other thing I did is I'm going to take a Post-it note, and I'm going to do it in the purple so it's darker and I can see it. And you could do it with, you know, something else. And I thought maybe I saved it, but I don't think I did. I did have one saved. Oops, I think I moved it, but that's okay. So you get the image. We're going to cut that out. And I should have done it up where the sticky stuff is. Hello. So I want to do it up here where the sticky is, and I'm going to do the right side. The left side where the sticky is. Okay, so there we go. And if you have, there's that paper that you can use. It's that masking paper. You could definitely use that too, but we're just going to use a Post-it for now. So you're going to cut out pretty closely on the left side, okay? So I go even in a little bit within the lines because you want to make sure your image goes right up next to it. So we're just going to cut that part off. And then we're going to come up. So if you look closely, we're gonna put this on here. So we're gonna go really closely to our image. So I'm gonna start up here just in case. And just kind of come down. That doesn't have to be super close. And that doesn't either. But this one does. So I'm gonna go down and then back up. So I just want it really kind of close. So just kind of put it on a stamp. Now remember, if you don't have this stamp set, you can use whatever flowers you want. This paper doesn't go with the stamp set. It's just one that I liked and had. So I just decided to do it that way. But like I said, there's Post-it sticky notes. There's all kinds of different things that you could do. And I'm going to do this and get it pretty close, but it doesn't have to be exact. Because you're just going to go right up to that edge. And if you overlay it just a tad, it's okay. But you know that these flowers hardly ever go right up into it the same color. So we're going to go right up here. And I am going to just kind of go right there. And I push kind of hard. You want to make sure you get that ink kind of into where that groove is at. And I'm going to show you what else you can do. See how there's just a little bit. And I probably didn't get as much flour on there as I would have liked, but that's okay. So when whatever stamp set you have, whatever flowers, you could even get a bolder sentiment to put there. You don't have to put flowers. You can pop up a flower next to a sentiment, you know, whatever you have. You could also take your blending tool and you could come in and see how it does the color. And just kind of come in with your color and it'll pick up the color on your paper. So these blending tools are just called a blender pen, and they're perfect for, see, they're clear, but you can pick up your ink or you can smear the ink that you've got there. Just kind of pick it up and it'll just go right along and fill in that little spot for you. All right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to take our Granny Apple Green and our leaves, and then I'm just going to go like right up in here just to fill in that space. You just kind of want to fill in, and then I'm going to come like right up here. I just kind of fill in where I didn't have as much purple as I want, so I'm going to add a little more green over here. And right, if you can see, I have a little purple dot and a little orange dot because I probably rocked just a little too much. And so I'm just going to bring in the green right there. Okay, so just kind of fill that in. And now we're going to take our thank you in our memento. And just kind of figure out where you want it. And I want it to go kind of right across there. Like I said, I would have moved the flower over that way a little bit more. You could also, it looks like here I kept the a mask over here and did a little greenery. It's wherever you want it. And you just want to make sure that you get your words on there. And I think mine are going to come off just a tad because I kind of went to the bottom. Nope, it made it fine. So it's wherever, you know, you want to put it, or if you want to put less underneath that. To me, I knew that they can read that it says thank you, so I wasn't worried about that. And now we're going to layer that up. Let's move all this. And remember that it depends on this one. I did just a slight little border around the outside, but you could choose the next one bigger and then have more of a green, but it's totally up to you what you want. Because we're wrapping ribbon here, so we're going to go ahead and work with just the panel by itself. And oh, you know what? Okay, so here's what my mistake was. Right here, this DSP, I did it all the way flush to the right, which I didn't do on here, but that's okay. Just have that hang over just a tad and it will align with your green on the side. That's what I did wrong, but that's okay. You could hang that off just slightly, or you can have a little bit of a border. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to just have a little bit of a border. I don't know what made me go to all the way to the side. I just decided to. So let's put this on. Yes, Cheryl, the paper size went out this morning. What sizes are the circles? The circles are scallop number 3. So I think you do this from the outside. 1, 2, 3. So I think this third one from the largest is the scallop. Yes, third one from the largest is the scallop, which probably means the third one from the largest is the middle also. So it's the third one from the largest. All right, so let's put these on. And I'm going to line this right up here. And I'm just going to go right about there. I'm just going to put it to the edge. Yeah, I do have postage tape. I don't know why I didn't use it. I have a couple different colors. Okay, so I just went down, you know, just a little bit. It doesn't really matter. Just kind of, you know, pick where you want to go. I just wanted to offset them just a little bit. Okay, and then what I did is you're going to have your bow, and then you're going to have this white piece. And so the white piece, I went just above this, just so you could see the 2 shades of green. So what you're going to do is bring this in. I'm going to look at my leaves and decide which I want. I'm going to do it this way. And so the bottom of this one, right here, and you're going to go over here on that side. So what I'm going to do is bring this over, and I'm just going to lay it right above there. And remember, this is DSP, not cardstock, so it's going to be a little delicate to pick up, but it's thicker here, so grab it there. And then luckily this has your circle lines on it. I didn't do it this way because they'd be like this. I did them this way so they're straight. So you can kind of just go straight over on your circles and then put it there and know where you're at. Okay, so now, and you could have made it a little longer. I think I left your guys's long enough to, but I always put tape right over that just so it's nice and secure. Okay, and this is so thin I don't cut it. If it was a different kind of thread, I probably would. And then we'll just bring our card base in, because we are already, everything is wrapped. We don't need to add anything else to wrap it. Now we're going to just build on top. Okay, so there's our that. And then on the inside, I did do, let's do some stamping really quickly. We're going to do our flower, and I forgot we're going to do our little stem right here. Oh, here's my mask. I knew I had it. All right, so now we're going to take, I'm going to change these out, put the flower on the larger one. We're going to do Granny Apple Green. And we just added a flower right here. Okay, so there's your stem. What if you don't have the circle dies inches wide? So the scalloped one is 2.5, and the circle on the inside is like 2 3/8. All right, and then I chose the fresh freesia. And you just want to kind of butt it up against your leaves there. Okay, so just like that. Okay, so we'll put this inside. All right, inside. Okay, there's the inside. Now we're going to take this and we're going to pop it up. So we need dimensionals. And I like to do it on the bottom and the top and the left and the right. Okay, so now you guys have seen me do my bows, and I would normally do a bow and then wrap this around it and then bring it back through, but this is just kind of like a fake bow. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your bow and you're going to put it right on top of your white, and you can turn it sideways like this if you want to. You can put it straight, whatever you want, and a glue dot is perfect to hold it. All right, so I'm just going to put this, I'm going to put it right here. Okay, so there's that. And now we have our little flourishing flowers, I think they're called flowers. And what I'm going to do is we are going to put them on our glue dots. I don't like how that one went on the edge, so don't do that. Oh, you're welcome, Debbie. Thanks, Ada. All right, so we're gonna, I try to do the envelope flaps too, but you guys have seen me do that, so I don't really do them in every video anymore because it takes me long enough to get everything else done. All right, so we have our flowers on there. You're going to bring back in your rhinestones that I gave you, your iridescent rhinestones, because they are so pretty. Don't forget your small ones are up here at the top. All right, so what I did is I'm going to take these, and I went with the branches. So I just kind of stuck a flower right where I thought there looked like there was a branch. All right, and then these two I just kind of put next to each other because there's some branches right here. And I just wanted to add them both just kind of right by each other on the leaves. Okay, then I took these little tiny iridescent and I put them right on top, and they actually stick very nicely. Now you have to be careful when you mail them. You might want to add a tad of glue underneath them, but just add, that one has a little more yellow, so I'm going to put that on the purple. You can kind of see This one seems like it has a little more purple, so I'm going to put that one over here so you can see them a little bit better. And they stick really good, but for mailing purposes, I would consider putting a little bit of glue under them. And then what I did is I just took a small one up here, and I actually took a medium one and put it like right there. So there you go. Super simple, fun. You know, I find myself that I'm always doing the same kind of layering, so I really wanted to change this up a bit. And so look, you'll have all these left over in your pack, like a whole pack. You just used a few. Well, these were already open and used. You're gonna have a lot more than that. Thanks, Carolyn. That's what you're gonna get in your package. Oh, good, Debbie. Good night, Bonnie. Thanks for joining. So anyway, there is a super cute card. Colors outside of my normal. And I would not have thought of shaded spruce. But like I said, I saw this color and said, I looked it up and it said shaded spruce. So now see how this is a little bit floppy because it's on, this one I already glued down, but it's on that. So take yourself a glue dot. Lift up your bow because you're going under this, and just stick it under there and then stick your bow right in the angle you want it. And now that bow is not going to go anywhere. Okay, so just add that little bit. You can trim your bow if you want. This one I trimmed up just a little bit, but it's whatever you want. You could put your bow obviously anywhere you want. If you wanted to go right in the center, you could do that. There's a lot of things you could do that are different. Oh, good, Tracy. I'm so glad. Dana, I have a video on bows. Look that up because that's exactly how I make these bows. They're super simple. Just practice. But look up the video. All right, we have one more bingo, you guys. Yay! I'm glad you guys like the projects. And so let's see. We'll get those out here. Here's our numbers. Are we ready? My poor desk. I'm trying to make my space here. All right. Thank you. All right, here we go. First number, 27. Don't forget, if you win a bingo, message me like you normally do. Message me on Marcie at marciebeseckerdesigns.com and let me know what your order is, and I'll get that in as soon as I get your order and figure everything out. I will message you back your total and give you a screenshot of it. And you just pay me the difference. And don't forget your celebration items. 24. Oh, yes, Debbie. You practiced a lot, too. 9. I'm going to go a little quick on the first 5 numbers. Yay, Jeanne. Yay, Steph. 13. Stephanie, tell your mom happy birthday. She is 96 today. Yay. That's awesome. 96. I just can't even imagine. All right, next. 7. You are welcome. I know, 96, right? 5. All right, some BIs in there, some Bs. Wow, 85. right, here we go. 11. Who will join Perry and Kathleen and Dana? There you go, Diane, B-I-N, number 20. If anyone is interested in joining my team, I would love, love, love to have you. There's 2 extra stamp sets that you can purchase now, which is so cool. Oh, Dana, she is on a cruise right now. That's awesome. Diane, B-I-N-G. Woo. What? Diane has a bingo already? Let's see. 5, 9, 11, 20, and 13. Diane, that's nuts. Wow, congratulations. So Diane won a bingo. Woohoo! I know, Nola, right? Diane, that's crazy. Congratulations. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 numbers. That was fast. Oh, I better write that down because I can't even believe it right now. Diane, number 4, bingo. Wow. That's awesome. And you know what's funny is Diane forgot to watch last time. And she said rewatching, she won bingo twice before anybody else did. That's just crazy. How so many people had to be when you hadn't even drawn a number yet. Julie, you might be behind. You've got to make sure that your bar is pulled forward because it might have you might have lapsed at some point during watching it. Right, Tracy? I know. So Diane didn't watch it. She had something else going on, and but did participate. And she said, "Oh my gosh, had I watched, I would have won it twice," because she rewatched it, obviously, to do her project. That's crazy. I've never seen anybody win so fast. Well, congratulations. Yeah. So always make sure that you pull your numbers. You know, you pull your bar forward so that you can always be current with us. Well, I appreciate you guys playing so much. I really do look forward to playing bingo. It's a lot of fun. I like to laugh and visit with you guys and watch you guys play bingo and share some fun projects. Here are, oops, I almost lost a number, but I got it. Here are our projects that we did. So you can take a look. Here's project 1 and 2. Here was 3 and 4. So there you go. There were our projects. They were a lot of fun. If you are the bar, so the blue bar at the bottom that I'm not on YouTube right now, but there's a bar that you pull just to make sure that you're all the way to the right. That way you can make sure that you're always current, and make sure that it also says live chat. Thanks, Nola. I appreciate it. And then that way you're always in the current chat, because if you're watching top chat or anything like that, sometimes I think you might miss a little bit. I hope that helps. Thanks, Deb. So February bingo is already up and ready to go. And so I hope that you will join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be on a Tuesday, February the 15th. So hopefully you can get your Valentine's Day the weekend before or on Valentine's Day and you're ready to go and win some fun stuff. Thanks, Julie. Yeah, I appreciate you guys letting me know which card you like the best. If you will come back to this video, because that's what helps my ratings the most, come back and leave a comment. Let me know which one you liked the best, and then I'll do a drawing on the Sunday, because it does help my video a lot. If you are interested in my tulip class, I'm going to show you those cards right now. And those, let me move my current cards out of the way. Oh, I'm glad, Kathy, and congratulations on your first bingo here and your first playing. I'm really glad you joined us. So here are the cards. So it's going to be just like tonight. It will be on a bingo. It will be a private link for just those who participate. What kits are you going to use in February? That is a good question, because I'm just going to start putting things together. I'm probably going to use some things from the old catalog and the current catalog. So anything that's current I will use. I don't know. So if anybody is interested in seeing something particular to use, let me know. So we're going to create this cute purse. You're going to get a PDF with everything here. I'm going to show you how to use the dies. So if you don't have the stamp sets, remember you're going to get these because they're dies. You won't have this stamped image. You can pull out a leaf from something else that you have. Okay, so you can, put a leaf here. There's some other pointy leaves. But you'll get your little dies here. We'll make a piece of vellum here, so you can add a sentiment there. We will die cut out the brown for you, give you the ribbon. You'll get that, the DSP. You'll get the DSP here, all the card base. We can't stamp here. You can put any sentiment there. I did take tulips and add them on there, but if you have the old tulip set, you could do that. Inside that bag, you're going to have 4 cute cards that we're going to make with the envelopes, and that'll be a cute little set. And then we have these 2 cards. This has 7 layers on it all together, and then plus the inside. And so another just adorable card with some fun bright colors. And then we have this one here that's going to be the gatefold. And again, this will be embossed for you. You'll get the DSPs. The only thing, if you don't have the set, is add yourself a flower. And then you can add a sentiment there. And so don't worry if you don't have the stamp set, but do let me know if there are some stamp sets that you are interested in for the next bingo. So that way I kind of get an idea of what you like. Thanks, Sherry, for helping her. For what you like, and then that way I can kind of see what I've got. Sometimes you can pick up a stamp set and you go to create something with it and you're like, you're not feeling it. And then there's other times that you pick something up and then you're like, I would have never thought. And so I kind of go with that. It's not necessarily that I don't choose your particular set that you're asking about, because sometimes I just am not, nothing's coming to me. Oh, thanks, Kathy. You are so welcome. If I can help you with anything, let me know. Oh, I like this current one the best, for sure. I like it because you can do the dies that look 3D, which I think are so fun. They're very flat. They'll mail without a problem, but I love that they have that. The paper is amazing. I love the paper. Anything with paper, I love DSP. So, and I don't know. These are really fun because they could really look like something other than a tulip if you wanted it to. So I just like this one. But that's what I like. I have the other one too, and I love it too, but I really like this one a lot. And I love the DSP. Oh, thanks, Olivia. Feel better. Get some rest. You've got a lot of crafting to do. All right, everybody. Again, don't forget, one of the things that people are not realizing that this is coming in February. And tell her she's welcome. Don't forget that the stamp set and dies and paper are just a short time. They're not going to be around in the new catalog. The blends will. However, if you purchase the blends, I will be creating the circles and adhesive for those blends for you, and I'll mail them to you. So if you purchase that set of blends in February from me, I will create your little circles, and those look like this. And so you will get these. I will put the adhesive and everything on the ones for your skin tones. I know a lot of you already have them because I've shared this with you before, but I'll do the skin tones for you and do all the adhesive and everything and send those to you. Oh, I like the sailboat too. I think that one and this one are my favorite. And I think it's because this one is so out of the box for me, because that's not a color I would use, and normally I've never done this pattern before, so I just thought I'd do something different. But I do like the sailboat a lot because I liked using the different paper and the dies, and this was a lot of fun. So these are my two favorite for sure. Thanks to Shauna. Thanks for joining. All right, everybody. You guys have a fantastic evening. Thanks for joining, and I hope to see you in February. So don't forget to go to my events on my blog and sign up, and I will see you. I am not going to have a live here tomorrow. I will see you on Sunday. So have a great rest of your week. Bye.